southern Russia. Hidden away in the mountains, this faraway place can only be reached by helicopter. But first, you need special permission to travel around here. Dmitry Slizarenko and his son Kirill have such a permit, but it only allows them to film the landscapes.
All this glows red at sunset. I can't tell you how beautiful this is. We'll film it tonight if the weather is right.
Abago means mountain grassland. That's what the mountain dwellers who lived here many centuries ago called this place. UNESCO has declared the area a World Heritage Site. The Abago makes up only a small part of the total area of the Caucasus Nature Reserve. A long time ago, the people of the Caucasus used to shepherd droves of sheep across the Abago. Lambs were often targeted by hawks. Even today, their primal instincts occasionally bring hawks back to this pass.
This is a bearded vulture. Birds of this kind make their nests on low-lying rocks, 30 or 40 kilometers from here. But when they go hunting, they might cover up to 50 kilometers in search of food. They're interesting creatures.
The Abago is situated close to the greater northern slope of the Caucasus mountain range. From the grassland, you can get a panoramic view of the mountain ridge of the Caucasus Nature Reserve. There is also a clear view of Mount Fisht, one of the highest points in the Western Caucasus.
Let's try to get the mountains in frame.
Filming is best done from the highest point on the Abago. It's about 1,900 meters above sea level here. Dmitry is teaching his son Kirill how to set up for the filming.
Look. You can see that the light is on one side, while the mist covers most of the valley. We don't want to film only the mist. We need to focus on the foreground. Look at the grass gleaming in the sunlight. It's light, while the valley is dark. So the light strip will show this shot to the best advantage.
The greater northern slope is a continuous chain of mountain ridges topped by snowy peaks. Millions of years ago, there was a vast sea in this place. The smallest part of it, the Black Sea, is now hidden behind mountain ridges. They form a shield in the way of warm breezes blowing from the sea. The warm air creates a subtropical climate in the foothills of the southern slope of the Greater Caucasus Ridge. There is a moderate zone further upslope. The kingdom of eternal snow and ice on the mountain tops is more than 3,000 meters above sea level.
I'm going to film these magnificent landscapes in order to show them to the hundreds of people who never venture here, either because they have no time or because they don't understand the meaning of nature.
Mount Tibga lies side by side with the pass. Translated from the Circassian language, Tibga means the mountain of Caucasian goats. The reserve is the only habitat of Western Caucasian goats in the wild. Here they don't move about very much. A small herd might well stay for decades in the same area, high in the mountains, 1,900 meters above sea level. The only trail leading across the pass begins in the Abago grassland. Caucasus Reserve rangers often use it to make rounds of the area. They always do it on horseback. A round trip usually takes 1 week. The rangers camp out in small huts. It's always cold in the mountains at night. Shortly before dawn, Dmitry and Kirill head to a small, flat mountaintop. According to an old Caucasian legend, he who often meets the sunrise in the mountains lives a long and happy life.
Kirill, you can now see Mount Juga on your right. The sun will rise from behind the Aspid Pass. We're going to choose the highest point for filming. We'll only have 10 or 15 minutes for that. Each sunrise is a mystery. Not a single one is ever the same. It's truly wonderful.
The nearest settlement is far away. Radio is the only means of communication with human civilization. A cargo helicopter flies through a mountain gorge before it reaches the weather station at Juga. Juga is situated in the mountains of the Caucasus Nature Reserve at an altitude of more than 2,000 meters above sea level. It is the uppermost station in the Western Caucasus.
Its total square is 282,000 hectares. Our reserve is the only one in Russia that occupies the territory of 3 Russian regions. It's really unique.
The director of the Caucasus Reserve personally oversees the rotation of staff and food supplies in this remote area. The helicopter rarely stops at Juga for more than 20 minutes, but even such a short period of time is enough for Dmitry Slezarenko and his son Kirill to get several shots on tape. On its way from Juga to the Grand Northern Slope, the helicopter passes by Mount Fisht, the highest point of the Western Ridge. After an hour's trip by air, Dmitry and his son Kirill walk about the northern sector of the Caucasus Reserve in the company of rangers. The Juga weather station is now scores of kilometers away. People and animals share the only path there is in this area.
Do the bison let humans approach them?
Most of the people traveling around the reserve are rangers on horseback. A short while ago, we were on patrol duty in a different area. It's a short distance from here. You can see Mount Przechysh over there. We came across 9 bison. They let us come quite close to them. We were only 15 meters away.
Bison living in the Caucasus Reserve have no enemies. Sometimes humans can come very close to them, provided they are on horseback. But if a ranger dismounts, the bison instantly make it clear they are poised for attack. Horses are the most reliable and indispensable companions when people go on long trips in the mountains. Only horses with good training are eligible for the job.
This one is called Chernish. He's my favorite. We became fast friends. Riding him is no problem. He does what he's told to do. But this one is still a young stallion. He won't let anybody touch him. Look. He is scared of everybody.
Chernarechia is one of the remotest areas of the eastern sector of the Caucasus Reserve. Several reserve staff and their families live here on a permanent basis. Even if the weather is warm, it's only possible to reach this place with an off-road vehicle. Reserve rangers, however, take more radical measures against lawbreakers. Their main task is finding and detaining poachers. One of the most challenging jobs takes rangers to Mount Yatir Kvarta. Each time they go there under a veil of secrecy, regardless of day or night, or weather conditions. Their painstaking job requires special knowledge and staying power. They need to be skilled horsemen, as well as able to discern telltale signs showing the presence of trespassers, and have no difficulty finding their bearings. As the path reaches higher altitudes, one climatic zone in the mountains gives way to another. Here, the fog that enveloped the forests in the foothills is now a distant memory. There is snow on the slopes, and it is much colder. The Caucasian mountains gradually come into view. over walkie-talkie.
There are wolf tracks here.
Is that from a wolf?
Yes.
Whoa, keep still. Let me see them. No other tracks?
No, just those.
Hold him. Thanks.
Here they are.
2?
3.
3.
8 calling 104. 8 calling 104. Everything's okay. No poacher tracks. Only some left by animals. The latest tracks are those of wolves. 3 of them. Over and out.
Different people visiting the Caucasus Nature Reserve are after different things. Some seek shelter from the hustle and bustle of big cities. Others are after thrills. Only a few are able to blend in with this wonderful place and become part of it.
I feel I'm an integral part of this world. But I'm no crazy romantic. I've nearly drowned, almost frozen to death, and fallen off cliffs. Nature is wiser than we are. Her ingenuity is all-pervasive. She is the creator that gave birth to us, and may bring us to ruin unless we come to our senses. I think that's what people should devote their lives to. I don't know if I can cope with the task, but I'm going to try.